What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Southern Guy here, and welcome to the exclusive Impact Wrestling results. Why this thing there? Welcome to the Impact results reaction for Impact Wrestling right here on the channel. We didn't do Impact, so we're gonna do Impact and get that up and going. We're gonna have AEW and Friday Night SmackDown and Clash of Champions preview and predictions all coming to the channel. We're gonna get off started with the show with the first matchup of the curve with Chris Bray versus TJP and Trey. Winner face Rondre Swain will face for the X Division Championship later on tonight. Of course, the winner of that match was Trey picking up the victory, which occurred to the ring announcing for the victory. Trey versus Ranger for the X Division Championship. Whether that match was him retaining the X Division Championship, we got the Impact World Champion Eric Young. Eric Young has his was cleared, and he's ready to face Rick Swann for Bound for Glory. We got backstage with Gene Miller knocks on Tenille Dashwood's door. So she is greeted by Caleb. Dashwood sticks her head out briefly and replies to Miller's question. She said she is more than ready to face Jordan Grace. We got Kimberly with Dana Paparone versus Sue with Kylie Ray. Whether this match pick up the victory in that match. We get Sue. He sends Sue with pinfall Paparone that tries to get involved, but Sue isn't having it. Sue sends Lee out pandemic switch, and Sue hits another victory for the win. Winner of the match was Sue picking up the victory in that match over Dana Paparone. Dana Paparone rolls in and locks a Fuji armbar on Sue, and Kylie Ray runs in to stop her. Paparone runs out of the ring, grabs the microphone, and issues a challenge to Paparone for her Knockouts Championship at Bound for Glory. So Kylie Ray challenged for Bound for Glory. Paparone for the Knockout title at Bound for Glory. We see with the money from last week, Keith Slater is back again, begging for Impact fans to continue the support for her hashtag Keith for Impact on social media. Continues to celebrate celebrities like Chuck Norris, Flavor Flav, and David Hasselhoff, all supporting Keith Slater. We get backstage with the Good Brothers segment when the Motor City Machine Guns are trying to challenge them for the before the Radicals. Break it up. See the Radicals and the Good Brothers telling them to challenge them for the next week. We see Impact Wrestling moment from week. It's AJ Styles versus Bully Ray for the heavyweight title for 2013. We see Moose after Impact Wrestling Plus EC3 wants Moose's legacy as TNA heavyweight champion to end. To do so, his broadcast Moose personal phone number. EC3 put personal Moose phone number and wants fans to call him up, help him end Moose's reign as champion. We get backstage with Tyree Backley is belated disappointment. Rosemary was not at her wedding planning has taken over her free time. They make a vow to help each other out from now on. Backley does mention that she's impressed that Johnny E. Bravo has become his own man. Meanwhile, Johnny Bravo goes to grab several of Impact Wrestling Wrestle House members to help him out with his wedding. Johnny Bravo Swinger is not happy with Paul Blah is the best man. I believe that he should be Dreamer's. He should be in Dreamer peeks around and yelled, "Match time!" Bravo tells it it's no one. It's not. Yet Gina Miller wants to give Brian Byers his thoughts on Willie Mack last week, specifically his loss. Byers goes on, gets so angry and questions, considers a flip over a table. Dreamer confronts him about his anger and tells him to clear up his best. We get cousin Jake heads down to the ring and is attacked by EY by Eric Young from behind. He smashes his face over and over on the guardrails. Then they both step into the ring. Young blasts Cody with his devastating power driver, and Jake runs in to help Cody out, but Young sends cousin Jake out with another power driver and a wicked smile on his face. That was a wicked segment. They got D Moore waiver, does another Eddie Moore into a Bound for Glory, and security comes out to break up and cousin Jake after Young tries to break his ankle, but they don't get too far. D Moore runs down and asks Young doing. He said Young shouts about, "It's all on Young. It's all on you." When Young quarters D Moore, Eddie Edwards spins down and sends out Young on the rap. We see Sami Callihan is squaring off with RVD. Before we see that match, Eddie Edwards confronts D-Boy on what he's been putting Swan in the main event at the BFG. Morrison says at Victory Road Saturday, October 3rd, Eddie Edwards will get his rematch against Eric Young. Edwards promises he'll finish off Eric Young at that pay-per-view. We get Sami Callihan versus RVD. Katie Forbes with Katie Forbes. If RVD wins, Katie Forbes gets 5 minutes in the ring with Sami Callihan. Winner of the match was RVD, picking up the victory. RVD floats over, comes up with another apron, and she sprays Callihan in the space with hairspray. This helps RVD gain the victory. RVD wins over Sami Callihan. Now Katie Forbes gets in the ring for her 5 minutes with Callihan, but Katie Forbes versus Callihan ends with Callihan picks up the victory. Callihan picks a victory over Katie Forbes. Backstage, Austin Madman Fulton talking about next week. We have go over the card for next week with Johnny Swigger versus Paul Blah. Whoever wins will become Johnny Bravo's best man. Rosemary and Tyree Valkyrie will take on Netherland Havoc. The Radicals will face the Good Brothers, and former Alliance Ace Austin and Bad Fulton will face now bitter foes, the North. Before the main event, we get Kayla with AK upcoming person announcement. Tenille Dashwood down in the ring. Now it's the main event with Jordan Grace versus Tenille Dashwood. In the main event of Impact Wrestling. Of course, the winner of that match was Tenille Dashwood, picked up the victory. Before the show goes off the air, we see Eddie Edwards laid out by someone. We don't know who attacked him because the screen goes black. That is the exclusive Impact Wrestling results and review for Impact Wrestling. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up, subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel at Southern Guy, my official YouTube channel, and also follow me on Twitter at Southern Guy, my official Twitter account. That's a review for Impact, guys. Stay tuned for more reviews coming your way over the next 2 days. We got one of the best shows going. We got Dynamite, AEW Dynamite. We got also we got SmackDown on Friday, and then we also got the preview predictions for the Clash of Champions. And then on Sunday, the Clash of Champions review. Following Clash of Champions Sunday night. All that much more coming to the channel. Please subscribe. Don't want to miss what's coming. Hit that little bell for notifications. Now please subscribe to the channel at Southern Guy right here on YouTube.com for more great content and reviews and podcasts coming your way.